Hey everybody, Jeremy here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a game called Life is Hard. So this game is available on Steam. It's in early access, and from what I've been able to see, seems like it's been in early access for quite some time, since about 2015 or so. Recently, the developers of this game reached out to me and asked me if I would like to see this game and show it to you guys. And I said, sure, it looked pretty decent, and that's what we're going to do here today. So if you want to pick this up, I do believe it's about $8.99 on Steam, and this is one of those town building type games. It's 2D, and it has all the familiar tropes that you may already be familiar with. It has resource gathering, it has fighting, it has just people management all together. So let's jump right in. So I already have a couple of games here. Here's my game 1, there's my game 2, but we're just going to start a brand new game so that you can see what this is like from the very beginning. Now, one thing that makes this game pretty unique is that instead of playing as a president or a mayor or a king of some sort of brand new piece of land in the world, you actually get to choose a god. And you are given the powers of a god to help out in certain situations. So the first thing that we do, we have to choose our flag. I don't think the flag has any bearing on how the game plays. It's just basically what you like. I'm going to pick this first one here. And now we have this tool tip at the bottom asking us if we want to turn the tips on and off. We're going to turn them off for this video so that it won't really get in the way. Alright, now here are the gods that we can choose from, starting with the god of fertility, and then we have god of the sun, god of war, not Kratos, god of nature, god of darkness, and of course the god of architecture once more. So depending on what god you pick, there's different perks that comes along with them. For example, for the god of architecture, your unique bonus is you get an upgraded town hall at the start of the game, and depending on your level of your god's grace allows your people to work faster. Now, if we wanted to go with fertility, it allows us to grow crops even in the winter, but 4 times slower. And let's see, God of War gives our soldiers more armor and speed and a damage bonus. God of the Sun means that our people don't need warm clothes in the winter. God of Nature lets us build a pig farm at the start of the game. And the God of Darkness makes it so that our people don't get tired and work 20% faster at night. Now, along with the God that you pick, you also get like a type of hero that hangs out in your town. So if we pick the god of darkness, we'll get the Death Knight. We'll get an engineer for architecture, a dryad for nature, a demon for war, a paladin for god of sun, and then we get a druid for the god of fertility. Just in the spirit of things right now, was very popular, God of War. So we're gonna choose from this guy. And there's our god. There's our hero right there. So he's not the main focus here. Our main focus is going to be on these villagers, which they call minions. And by default, they're not doing anything. They're just sort of walking around aimlessly. We have to guide them. So first thing that we're going to do is try to chop down some of these trees because we need to clear the land before we can start building things. So to do that, we can either click on this right here for the minions, or we can just press T. And this is going to take us to our menu. By default, we're starting off with 4 different people. Now, they're random. We get men and women, and each minion has their own unique personalities and traits. So, for example, Ursula here, she has less HP than others, so she's pretty weak. Derek is a carnivore, so he prefers meat. And if he doesn't have meat, his mood will go down. Mood is another factor in keeping your people happy. And then we have Holdwick here. He's very wasteful, so he can carry less in his backpack. So I kind of started off with a pretty not so cool group of people. And Felicia here is a bonehead, doesn't improve their skills and jobs at all. This is a pretty sad bunch. It's completely random, but we're going to put everybody to work. So to do that, I'm going to click on one of these people, And then I'm going to choose a job for them to do up here. So here is chopping wood. Up here is gathering berries. We have hunting, and we have picking stone, but we don't have a mine yet, but we will very soon. So like I said, we need to clear some land. So I'm going to have him do that. And I'm going to have Derek also start chopping down some trees. And then also, since we are starting off with the God of War, we actually come out with a weapon. So I'm going to give her a bow, and I'm going to have her do a little bit of hunting. We can gather some food. And as for this last person, go get some berries. So after we're done with that, we can just kind of watch them work. Now there is a button up here that you can click to speed up time if you want, but just like a lot of these similar type of games like this, a lot of it is just going to be sitting back waiting for things to progress. So you see, we got her hunting right there. She killed that boar. She picked up some resources, and she's going to take it right here to our town center, which can be upgraded once we have the materials to do so. Now, right now, we only have 4 people in our town, 4 settlers, 4 out of 4. We can make more, but in order to do that, we have to build a house, as you can see right there. Now, we're starting to clear out these trees and making a little bit of room. So let's see if we can build a house. We can click E, or we can just, or press E, or we can just click this here, and it's going to let us build a house. So we need 10 wood and 5 stone to build a house. So right now we don't have enough wood, but that's what these guys are doing. They are chopping away. So what this guy has here should be enough wood for us to get a house. And with that house is going to give our people a place to sleep. It's going to give them a place to reproduce. And it's just overall, it's just going to be better for us. So now that we can build this house, we just need to find a place to put it, a suitable place to put it. This will turn green once we do find a place. And maybe after this tree right here clears out, we'll be able to put it here. So there we go. So we can drop this house here. So we need someone to actually build this house. And everyone is off working right now. So basically we have to take somebody off of their job and have them build this house for us. So what's this guy doing? So he's just chopping wood. I'm going to stop him from doing that. And I'm going to have him build this house. And as soon as he's done building this house, we're going to send him right back there to chopping that wood. Actually, once he's done with this, I'm just going to have him build this structure. This is a mine, and we're going to need someone to go down into that mine in order to gather us some stone. So here's our resources up here. See, we have 8 wood, we have 5 stone, we have 3 leather, 2 seeds, 8 soap, and faith. Now, soap is for keeping our people clean because they're going to get dirty. It's going to help them to stay healthy. So as he was building the mine, it says that he came across a strange item. It's a silver glove, and it is rumored to be able to resurrect people. So we're going to give it to our master. So our demon says, I'll take that. So now he's got that awesome glove. And we can start sending people down into the mine. So let's take a look at what our minions are doing. You see this guy right here, Derek, he just got finished building that mine. So he's not doing anything right now. I'm just going to have everyone just sort of do one thing at a time right now. So I'm going to send him down into the mine. And he's going to start to gather us some of that stone, while everyone else chops down trees and picks berries and hunts. Now, we have the ability to put 2 more people into our settlement. And the way that we can do that is sometimes people will come in, but you can also reproduce. You can have a man and a woman, and when they get together, they'll be able to reproduce. Now, right here, it says that this building isn't functioning because it doesn't have water. We need a well. Fortunately, we can build a well pretty easily. It just takes 5 stones, so let's just build that up. And let's put that well right there. So no one has to build that well. It just kind of does it by itself. And you see when we did that, this little heart appeared right above the house. That lets us know that we can reproduce if we want. In order to do that, we just need to have one man and one woman, and they can't be doing anything at the time, meaning that they can't be chopping wood, they can't be on a job. They have to be free. And once they're free, I can instruct them to go in there, and they will have a little baby, and then the baby will grow up very, very quickly, and then they'll be able to start helping us do stuff. So it's nighttime now. Some people still come out and work while others go inside the house to sleep. And there's the moon. And there's our guy still hunting away. Well, that's our woman hunting away. We got a woman hunter. So she's going to take care of this deer, got some meat. And the more work that they do, the better that they're going to be at their particular job. So that is very cool. Now, when it comes back light again, we're going to try to do some more stuff. So that says that our gatherers can't find any more berry bushes around here. And that's totally fine. That's no big deal at all. So we're going to have her just kind of hang tight right here. I'm going to look for some more stuff to possibly build. And if not, we're going to wait until morning, wait for one of the guys to wake up, and then we'll just have them reproduce. So let's look at what we could build. Now, we could build a bath. There's the bath right there, a well in a house. And as far as agricultural things go, we can make a farm starting off. And then we have an industrial economy. Oh, something's happening. Looks like the environment is pretty dangerous here. Your champion may not cope with all the enemies alone. You better hire mercenaries to protect us. So this is going to take us to this mercenary camp here, where we can hire them if we wanted to protect us. It's going to cost us 15 of these pieces of leather if we wanted to do that. But that's not something that we are going to do right now. We're not going to really worry about that. So we're just going to move on from there. And, we'll come back and do that, at another time if we want to. So let's just go back to where our settlement is. Alrighty. All right, now let's take a look at our minions, because we might want to start reproducing. Not quite. Our wood chopper is still asleep, and I don't want to pull that guy out of the mine. But let's just take a look at the mine. Let's go down in there. Let's see what's going on. So he's down there in the mine, and there's some things that we can do. Now, he can regenerate his HP if he's near campfire. So we can put a campfire down here if his health was getting low. And then eventually we'll also be able to build like a little waterfall bath, so he can take baths down here, so he won't have to actually leave and go to the surface. We can keep him down here so we can keep on working all the time, slaving away. All right, so now, actually this was a woman who was in here. All right, so I guess we'll wait for our hunter to wake up from his slumber. There's the rooster. And now she's sleepy, so now she's going to sleep. Wow, look at her health, though. Wow, she is not doing so good. Probably not the best person to have sent hunting at all. So that is definitely no good. So we're going to let her get some sleep so that she can get some rest here. And in the meantime, let's try to build something else. Let's see. All right, so we can build a farm. Let's build a farm so we can get some seeds. And we're going to put that farm, let's put it about right there. So we got her still hunting away, killing this deer. We can actually send the champion into battle as well if we wanted to. But we'll just wait on that. Is he awake yet? Still sleeping. I'm waiting for this guy to wake up so that we can reproduce. Let's just speed things up a bit. We'll speed things up a bit. See if this guy's going to wake up anytime soon. Okay. Funny thing, I thought this portrait looks a little bit different. I thought that this was a woman, but turns out they were ready the whole time. So I'm just going to take them off their job. Just like this. And then let's just make things go back in real time. We can just click on this. And we can make your minions reproduce to make more workers. So off they go. So they've gone into that house, and in a few seconds they're going to come out, and it's going to be a little baby with them. So there she is right there, off hunting. There's the little one, and then there's the guy. So now, as you can see up at the top, we have 5 out of 6. And when we look at our minions, we got a little pacifier right there for the baby. All right, so let's just send them right back. And you see he's been logging for a while, so now he has more experience in wood chopping, so he has an opportunity to gather some extra wood. That's great, so we're going to put him right there. All right, so that lady is our hunter, and she is a gatherer, has no experience gathering. She has very little HP, not very good at all, but I am going to actually have her take up a job in the farm. So she's going to be our farmer, and then she's going to grow some crops and stuff for us. Now, as this game goes on, we're going to have some different visitors come in, and depending on what they ask us to do, we can either take them in, we can reject them, we can bring people into our community. You know, it's all just depending on the choices that you make. And it's going to have effects, you know, as the game goes on. All right, now right up here, we can see some more resources. We can look at our food, and we have 11 meat, so we're doing pretty good as far as the food goes. We got a little bit of vegetables, we got a little bit of bread, and we have different types of stone. We got some mithril, and we have some copper. An interesting thing about the food rations are you can decide how much food you're going to give your people. So right now we're working on some pretty normal rations that gives us keeps the people from starving. We're using 5 a day. If things get really rough, we can take it down to no food at all. And then we can also go up to 10 a day, and when we're really having a good time, we'll bring it up to 15 a day. But right now, they're just kind of getting by here. Now, as far as being a god is concerned, you have different spells and stuff that you can use with these faith points that you get. So it says that faith is used to cast different spells, and you get them by transferring food into the chapel, and it's also generated slowly by your believing settlers. So if you have a settler who does not believe in you, you can try to make them believe. But here are just some of the things you can do as a god. You can make your minions work harder. You can have a killing touch to hurt some enemies. You can heal someone, or who knows what this is, because we have not done it yet. And then you can also take a look at whether or not your minions believe, or how strongly they believe in you. If you look at this here now, you can see Ursula does not believe. I have to cast a spell on her to make her believe. And here's Felicia. She just grew up. She's an unbeliever, and she is quite fertile. So she's going to be good to keep around. But for right now, deciding where I'm going to put her, probably chopping wood. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And then when it's time to reproduce again, you know, she's going to be the one that we go to, because she's the most fertile one out of our group. So things are growing here. We can upgrade this building. Yes, we can. So let's just go ahead and do that. We actually need a worker to do this for us. So as soon as he's done, I'm going to have him build up this building. Since he's already going to be here, he'll just drop it off, and then I'll just say, hey, build it. So he's about to chop wood. Not really. So go ahead and do this. Oh, we can't quite do that yet. We don't have enough wood. 17 out of 25. Not enough wood. Get back to chopping. Once we get 25 wood, we'll be able to build that up. But as you can see, this is pretty much what it is like so far. In the very beginning stages, is really just trying to build up your resources as best you can. And increase your population and just kind of, keep people happy, keep them from not starving. It's pretty easy so far. I haven't even had to have our champion do anything yet. You can move him around and you can have him attack different animals and stuff like deer and boar as they come around. Let's see if there's anything around here so that we could have him attack. It doesn't look like there's anything around here that he can fight, but he can do it if you so choose. But yeah, that's just pretty much a quick first look at this game. Life is Hard. It's definitely one of those games that you're going to have to stick to and come back to so you can continue to monitor the progress of your little community that you're building up. As time goes on, we'll be able to have walls built all around here. We'll be able to have some military barracks and just all kinds of just crazy stuff. And as you can look at the map that takes us to... Where is the map? Here's the mini map. As you can just see like all the little various locations that we'll be able to go to. Now this is dark, but this looks like some sort of Arabian, Middle Eastern type of a place. We got some islands over here and there. So it just kind of goes all over the place. But this is just where we're located right now, and the whole thing's going to grow. So as we progress, I will show you how my town progresses. So that's it for this video, and thank you all so much for watching. Once again, this is Life is Hard. It's about $8.99 on Steam. It's early access, and it's good to kill some time. So until next time, I'm Jeremy, and I'll talk to you later.